Hello and welcome to Live in the Solution. I'm your astrologer and tarot card reader, Mary Trimble, here with your readings for November the 18th through the 24th. Welcome to this very cold and blistery day in New York City. My building is freezing as well. The heating isn't on. But anyway, I digress. If you are new, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you enjoy these readings and that you will return. And if you are returning, thank you so much. I really appreciate your loyalty, your love, and support. These readings are for the collective. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. You know, sometimes the readings are very specific. Spirit wants to reach a certain person. So let go of it. What I just want to say, don't assume that everything I say here is applicable to you. Now, these are for your sun, moon, and rising. So if you know your moon and rising, check out those readings too. And all the links to the other videos will be below. Sometimes it takes me a minute or two to get them up, but if you go to the playlist for this month, you will find them in there. Sorry, it's a little thing there. It's a little piece of fluff. So, as I said before, these are general readings. If you would like a more personalized, in-depth, and tailored reading for you, click on this link here. It will take you to my website and you can see the kind of readings that I offer. Also, I have a Facebook group, guys, and it's a private group, and every 2 weeks I do a live stream in that group, which correlates with the full moon and the new moon. So next week, the new moon is in Sagittarius, I believe. So I will be doing a live feed for the new moon. And when I do the live feed, whoever shows up, I look at their horoscopes, and we have this really lovely interactive, live feed, and I look at how the new moon will affect them, how they will receive the energies from that new moon. And I have my tarot cards in hand, and I answer questions. So we have a really good time. You just have to, request to get in, and Bob's your uncle. You're in. Now, what else? Oh, yeah. Another way to support this channel is through Patreon. Click on this link here. Check out my Patreon page. I post things in Patreon that I don't post anywhere else. And I want to take this opportunity to thank my patrons so much. I really appreciate you guys. You really help me out. And other than that, just please like, comment, share, and subscribe. So without further ado, I would just want to say, these readings come in 3 sections. The intro, which is this, then there's the astrology report, and then there is the tarot reading. And I put skip time stamps in the show more section below, so that if you're checking out your sun, moon, and rising, you don't have to listen to the astrology all over again or the intro. You can just skip straight to your tarot reading. So without further ado, let's go to the astrology report, shall we? Hello and welcome to the astrology section of your reading for November the 18th through the 24th. I'm your astrologer, Mary Trimble, here to tell you what's going on in the celestial sky this week. Let's start with Tuesday, November the 19th. Mars moves into Scorpio. When a planet moves into another sign, it's a huge shift in energy. Now, Mars comes home to Scorpio because it's the co-ruler of Scorpio. It rules along with Pluto. When Mars moves into Scorpio, it's about power and strength and control. It's about getting what one wants and having the energy to go after it. So we will feel energized and perhaps inspired and motivated. It's also a time when our libido is raised. It's very high and active, I might add. So some of us might get lucky. Hey, plan your date on Tuesday. Anyway, on Wednesday, Mercury stations direct at 11 degrees. Now, look, Mercury's the planet of communication, electronics, mechanics, short distance travel, right? And 11 is a very powerful number. I feel this is one of those when any planet stations direct or retrograde, it slows down, and the qualities of that planet are emphasized at this time. So things may break down and have to be repaired, which I'm sure you've gone through for the last, 6 weeks or 3 weeks for whatever. Actually, we were in a long period of a shadow time, and we will still have a shadow time, which means that we'll be feeling the effects until Mercury kind of speeds up and goes forward again. So at the same time that Mercury is stationing direct, it's also sextiling the moon. So that is a lovely aspect. So with the sextile to the moon, we may have heartfelt conversations and perhaps have the courage to express our needs and wants from loved ones. But I will say this, emails and texts can go awry in this energy. So make sure you're sending your communications to the right recipient. Things like that happen. Be careful. Be careful what you put in writing anyway. So on Friday, November the 22nd, the sun moves into Sagittarius. So this is also a huge shift, right, in energy. And at the same time, it's in a lovely trine to Chiron. The beautiful relationship between the sun and Chiron will set the stage for us to help and heal others with the empathy gained while surviving our own challenges in life, because Chiron is the wounded healer. Now, this will especially affect those who are in the helping careers, or those looking for a career in helping others. So any kind of service career, nurses, non-profit, whatever it is. So on Sunday, November the 24th, Venus conjuncts Jupiter. This is an incredible aspect. Venus conjunct Jupiter is about love and abundance, harmony and joy. This is an easy aspect where you don't really have to take any action. You just become a magnet for all good things. Any hard work that you've done in the past will pay off, and success is imminent with this. And it's very, what you've worked on will come to fruition, and, you'll get paid. I love that. Your inner beauty attracts love and helpful people. Go out and bask in this energy. It's important to be out and to make connections. Be there so that you can take full advantage of this energy. This is a celestial gift, guys. It's the best energy for falling in love. Any new encounter has the possibility for a lasting romance, so that's exciting. Now, it's great for finances too, guys. Investments should really do well, especially in art, jewelry, and other luxury items. You could be the beneficiary of an unexpected windfall. Cha-ching, darling. I love that. Now, on the same day, Mars opposes Uranus. So that's a little bit of a challenging aspect, but it can also be motivating. It's an explosive energy. It can be explosive, which can be impulsively expressed. It's like no thought before action or verbalization. So, it's like if you have any kind of built up resentment towards someone, this could come out. It's likely to come out during this time. I think of road rage a little. It's kind of, And when I say rage for me, when I'm driving, I'm just cursing at people, you know, in the car on myself. They don't hear it. It's just me. I go, I'm not even going to go into what I say, but I just get very frustrated on the road. So, you know, that's how it comes out for me. And also, you know, resist the urge to engage in social media wars, you know, because it can come out like that. It's like, you know, you could say things that you may regret later or react in a way that you may regret later. Now, you know, with this lovely energy of Venus conjunct Jupiter, it could be expressed in a physical way, such as exercise or sports. You can work that out in that way. You can work all that pent up energy and frustration out in, you know, exercising, do things like that. Or in a sexual way, make love, darling, not war. This energy brings in the need for freedom of expression. That's what it is. It's of not wanting to be restricted by the norms of society. It's advisable to have more foresight, though, and resist the urge to react. Try instead to pause before saying something you could later regret and respond diplomatically. And Monday, I'm just going to quickly mention this. Venus moves into Capricorn, where the focus will be on materialism and status. And also on Tuesday, we have the new moon in Sagittarius. So join me in the Facebook group to find out how that will affect you personally. Okay, guys, without further ado, let's go to the tarot card section of your reading, shall we? Hello, Capricorn, and welcome to your reading for November the 18th through the 24th, the tarot card section of your reading, that is. This is for Capricorn. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Capricorn this coming week? This is for Capricorn. May these cards be filled with love, abundance, blessings, and compassion. Three cards for Capricorn, please. Three cards for Capricorn. Three cards for Capricorn. Two more cards for Capricorn. Two more cards for Capricorn. Okay. Two more cards for Capricorn, please. Two more cards for Capricorn. One more card. Wow, that took forever, didn't it? Okay. Very interesting. Very, very interesting, Capricorn. Okay, these are... That's my terrible French accent. These are clarifying cards for Capricorn. What wonderful gifts, guidance, blessings, and helpful information can you give Capricorn through these clarifying cards for November the 18th through the 24th? May these cards be filled with love, abundance, blessings, and compassion. The energy is really connecting with the cards. Okay. Please clarify. Please clarify. There it is. Okay, please clarify Very interesting. And please clarify. There we are. Okay. Capricorn, let's take a look at your cards, shall we? Okay, the first card out for you is the Queen of Pentacles, clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. Then you have the Four of Pentacles, clarified by the Nine of Swords. Then you have the Page of Pentacles, clarified by the Knight of Swords, and then you have the King of Pentacles, clarifying them. Okay. Okay, so the first card out for you, Capricorn, is the Queen of Pentacles. Look, she loves opulence. I mean, she's got, a peacock there as a pet, She has a pillar, a gold pillar behind her, which, represents strength and independence and power. She's dressed richly, and she's holding a coin in her hands. She is rich. She is an astute businesswoman. She knows how to close deals. She's busy. She's busy making money, honey. She works really hard at it, but she also likes to play, so she knows that she enjoys, closing deals and doing all these, business transactions. She really enjoys it, and she loves accumulating the wealth that goes along with it. So she works very hard. Now, what's interesting is the Seven of Pentacles is clarifying this. So I feel that you are being asked, like, look, he's looking at the fruits of his labor. He's worked very hard, and he's taking a moment to admire it. He's taken one of the pentacles, and he is investing the rest back in his business. And this is a time where perhaps this is a good time for an investment, to put money into something that can grow. It's a good time to reinvest in your business, or, or perhaps a project that will, perhaps a home improvement that's really going to generate some kind of value. The Seven of Pentacles is like also looking into all the work that you've done, all the effort that you've put into it. Has it paid off? Does the payoff or the fruits of your labor match? Do the fruits match the labor? That's what it is. So you have to kind of weigh the pros and cons. You have to kind of reassess and say, wow, I worked really hard. Is that really worth all that hard work? So you really have to you might have to fine tune things. It's not that you give it up. It's just that you fine tune it, and perhaps reinvest your efforts and possibly your finances in another kind of area, to tweak it, to improve on what you are already doing. What's interesting is the next card is the Four of Pentacles. I'm really getting that you've got to kind of invest some money, Capricorn. It's about investing, because look, the Four of Pentacles is someone that's holding on to the money. He's almost scared that if he spends it, or he's afraid to invest it because he thinks he's going to lose it, and this kind of person is thinking that his coffers may not be replenished. But not only that, he's accumulated wealth, and he's like got to protect it, and in doing so he's not enjoying life, right? He's imprisoned. His whole life is around kind of protecting what he has accumulated or made. Money is energy. Wealth is energy. You have to allow it to freely flow from you and to you. So I feel that this is a time to make an investment. But look, clarifying this is the 9 of Swords, and this indicates that you're too worried and too fearful and you've got too much anxiety around letting that money go, darling. It's like, oh no, what if? This is the worst, in your head, the worst case scenario. That's what you're thinking. You're thinking the worst case scenario. You're not believing that, your investment will play out well. Sometimes it's prudent to take a risk. I mean, listen, nothing was made without, you have to make risks. You have to take risks these days. You've got to take risks in order to, get ahead. It's, that's what all successful people do. And not everything pans out. And I'm not saying it'll pan out, but it is time to kind of diversify your investments. Even if you're not kind of renewing an investment, you perhaps take something out of, diversify, a level playing field, kind of diversify and invest in multiple things. Now the next card out, this is interesting. Look, you've got the Page of Pentacles. Also about worldly possessions and money and wealth, but he's very creative and he comes up with ideas and he's excited and look at him, he's also dressed very richly. He's surrounded by opulence and luxury, he likes it, but he's a little, what do I want to say? He's got great ideas, but he's a little inexperienced in putting those ideas into. So this could be that you are thinking of these ideas, coming up with those ideas, but a bit afraid to act on them. When he comes into a reading, it's time, take that step, start, act on it. You've got the Knight of Swords coming in. So whatever you invest in or whatever you do, make sure that it's for the higher good of everyone. Don't put your money in anything that's kind of negative or is going to hurt anybody. It's very important. Renewable energy comes to mind, particularly with the Pentacles. Renewable energy, darling, is where the money is now. Sustainable products. Things like that. That's where we're all moving towards. The Green New Deal kind of thing. So think about sustainable products, things that you can recycle, reuse, repurpose, whatever. Something like that would be a very good investment, and something to do. And this. He's also an idea man, his intellect is about communication, but he's fast energy. So I feel like you've got to jump on this opportunity to invest. This is all about investment for you. And look, clarifying that is the King of Pentacles. This is like the money's there for you, darling. You've kind of just got to work hard. You've got to get out there and do it. He's all about richness, opulence, and abundance, but he works hard for it. He works hard for his money, so hard for it, honey. And he doesn't care about working hard. He knows that, his riches and his opulence and his abundance comes from hard work. And, you'll see him out there in the fields with his subjects, with his sleeves rolled up, and his hands in the dirt. He has no qualms about working hard for it. So I feel that you have an opportunity to make investments or an investment, and the fear that you have around it is really kind of in your head. And sometimes you've just got to take a risk, and you've got all this creative energy and these brilliant ideas. So just go for it. Take action, darling. You're ready to move on to the next phase of your life. Capricorn, thank you so much for tuning in. Please don't forget to like this video, share it with friends, family, neighbors, co-workers, social media. Comment. because I live for comments and feedback, and I always respond. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. Mwah! I love you all, and I'll see you next week.